Nakakabobo ng ang ano natin, ang Korte Suprema natin. Grabe naman to. Bakit kailangan nyo harangin? Ano yun? Ba't kailangan harangin? Alam mo yun? Ba't kailangan nyo harangin? Ba't di nyo na lang, bakit di na lang inano ng Korte? Parang ano yun? Parang ano eh, parang pinangamasukan nyo yung kapangyarihan ng Congress. Na sinasabi nila, valid. Galing sa bahay namin yan. Kumpleto rekado. Sarili naming rules ng bahay eh. May bahay. Ikaw ang tatay. Andun ang pamilya. Pinagkasunduan nyo to eh. Tradisyon nyo to eh. Ginawa nyo yung tradisyon nyo na maayos. At sinasabi nyo kumpleto. Pagdating doon, inaano na hindi kumpleto. Tapos pinangay masuka ng ibang branch ng ibang kapitbahay mo na sinasabi na, wala, hindi totoo yan. No? Parang ano, nakakabobo naman yun. Di ba? At ang problema pa natin nito, ito nga yung sinabi ko kahapon, magiging reference po ito. Ganun po, ewan ko ganun hindi ginawang smooth ng Supreme Court to. Kasi magiging reference na po to, anything that Supreme Court decides will be a reference in the future. Yun ang problema natin nito, magiging reference na to sa future impeachment na nakakabobo. Di ba? Ngayon, bala kayo tawag ni Trillanes at nung nagsabi rin si Atty. Bukoy na hindi kami titigil, ilabas na lang natin sa social media ang ebidensya. Total, wala rin naman nangyayari sa hustisya natin eh. Makasuhan man tayo ng cybercrime, at least cybercrime lang. Nalabas natin sa totoo, yung ninakaw sa taong bayan. What the fuck? Diba? Oh, isusugal na lang natin yung kalayaan natin dito. Kasi wala na eh. Wala na eh. Nasa na? Nasaan po? Oh, nasa yung pera namin. Ayaw i-explain nung kino-complain. Nasa yung pera namin. Para kami na naman ang lugi dito. What the fuck? Diba? Tayo na naman ang lugi dito eh. Wala na naman yung pera natin. Hindi na naman natin. Pinaalis nyo na naman yung impeachment. Ngayon, babrasuin na naman ng Senado yan. Sino na naman ang kawawa? Tayo na naman. Yung pera natin na nawawala, yung pera natin na nistay, yung pera natin na binigay lang ng basta-basta at isang winidraw, binigay basta-basta, hindi alam kung saan nilagay, tinago sa mga pangalang walang birth certificate. Or kung code man, walang reference or tracing, tayo na naman kawawa. Diba? Tinago nila yung katotohanan.
In declaring that the articles of impeachment were barred by the one-year rule, the decision differentiated the first three complaints from the fourth complaint. The first three, it said, were filed under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution, which allows any citizen to file a verified complaint with an endorsement by any House member. The fourth one was through Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 4 of the Constitution, through a verified complaint or resolution filed by at least one-third of the House members. The court took note that the House and the 19th Congress did not act on the first three endorsed complaints, which were considered terminated or dismissed upon adjournment of the House. The three impeachment complaints were archived and therefore deemed terminated or dismissed on February 5, 2025. Therefore, no new impeachment complaint, if any, may be commenced earlier than February 6, 2026, the Supreme Court held. Under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 5 of the Constitution, no impeachment proceedings shall be initiated against the same official more than once within a period of 1 year. According to the decision, the one-year bar is reckoned from the time an impeachment complaint is dismissed or is no longer viable. A key issue in the petitions is whether the House complied with the 10-session day requirement under the Constitution for including a verified impeachment complaint in the order of business of the House. The court ruled that the House was able to comply with the requirement by putting the three endorsed impeachment complaints in the order of business of the House of Representatives, since a session day is not equivalent to a calendar day. It is a period that starts from a call to order until the session is adjourned, regardless of the passage of time. However, the court reminded the House that Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution clearly requires that a verified impeachment complaint be immediately put in the order of business within 10 session days from its endorsement. The Constitution does not grant either the Secretary General or the Speaker of the House any discretion to determine when this period commences. Consequently, the House of Representatives is not granted any discretion except to refer these matters to the proper committee within 3 session days. However, the House may opt to consolidate all impeachment complaints properly commenced and endorsed within these periods. The court also determined that due process applies to the impeachment process. It laid down the following due process requirements in impeachment proceedings. First, the articles of impeachment or resolution must include evidence when shared with the House members, especially those who are considering its endorsement. Second, the evidence should be sufficient to prove the charges in the articles of impeachment. Third, the articles of impeachment and the supporting evidence should be available to all members of the House of Representatives, not only to those who are being considered to endorse. Fourth, the respondent in the impeachment complaint should have been given a chance to be heard on the articles of impeachment and the supporting evidence to prove the charges prior to its transmittal to the Senate, despite the number of endorsements from House members. The House of Representatives must be given reasonable time to reach their independent decision of whether they will endorse an impeachment complaint. The court, however, has the power to review whether this period is sufficient. The petitioner, who invokes the court's power to review, should prove that officials failed to perform their duties properly. Sixth, the basis of any charge must be for impeachable acts or omissions committed in relation to their office and during the current term of the impeachable officer. For the President and Vice President, these acts must be sufficiently grave, amounting to the crimes described in Article 11, Section 2, or a betrayal of public trust given by the majority of the electorate. For the other impeachable officers, the act must be sufficiently grave that they undermine and outweigh the respect for their constitutional independence and autonomy. And seventh, to ensure that respondent in the impeachment complaint is heard under the requirements of due process in the procedure under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 4, the House of Representatives is required to A. Provide a copy of the articles of impeachment and its accompanying evidence to the respondent to give him or her an opportunity to respond within a reasonable period to be determined by the House rules. The Constitution...
Grabe kung i-imagine mo, panghihimasok na to no? Alam mo yon, panghihimasok na to sa jurisdiction ng Congress. Alam mo yon? Grabe, ngayon lang po tayo nakaranas ng ganitong ngayon lang po tayo nakaranas ng ganitong impeachment na kung saan yung Supreme Court parang tinuturuan yung Congress. Diba? Ngayon lang tayo nakaranas na to. Na yung Supreme Court parang tinuturuan, parang bata na tinuturuan ng Supreme Court. Grabe. Anong pang kakaantungan natin kung ganito ang sistema natin sa Pilipinas? Alam mo yung binabanggit ni spokesperson, tinuturuan niya yung Congress kung anong dapat gawin. Dapat binigyan nyo agad ng kopya. Dapat, hindi ganun eh. Diba? Matuturuan mo. Nakalagay naman sa Constitution kung anong gagawin. Pagtapos nun, iniintay. Inano nila yung nilunch na 3, ibig sabihin nun, invalid. So, kailangan meron pang 1 year na mag-file uli. Yun nga ang problema eh. Sinabi ni Secretary General na hindi niya binigay kay Speaker. Kasi nga, pag sinabi mo dapat binigay mo na kay Speaker yon, so, ibig sabihin, kahit mahina yung impeachment na yon, mahina ang impeachment ng final ng 1 or 2 o 3, ipapasa mo kagad kay Speaker. Wala na bang karapatan yung Secretary General? Wala na bang karapatan si Speaker na mamili kung alin ang ipa-file na malakas-lakas? Po, nakakabobo dito eh. Yung po nakakabobo. Isipin nyo naman, ang gusto nila na kapag may nag-file, after 1 year ka, paano yung final ay mahina? Na hindi papasa at hindi uubra sa impeachment court. Diba? Inaalisan nila ng karapatan at power si Speaker at si Solicitor General para mamili at magdesisyon kung ano ang karapat-dapat na ibigay na impeachment complaint. Yun eh. Yun ang punto de vista natin dito eh. Di ba? Yan ang punto de vista natin eh. Hindi tayo pwedeng, ganyan ang Arroyo eh. Ganyan po ang Arroyo style. Di ba? Meron silang congressman, nakakutsaba na nagpa-file ng impeachment sa kanya yearly. So, na-adjust siya. Dito po, nakikita natin, may nag-file. Kilala naman natin yung nag-file eh. Talagang oposisyon o galit kay Sara. Pero, yung file nila is mahinang klase dahil putol-putol. Yung iba, Article 1, 2. Yung iba, Article 3, 4. And so on and so forth. And then, ginawa nila, pumunta sila sa 1/3 of votes na inabot ng 2/3. Overwhelming votes. Ngayon, ito ang napili sa decision making the Speaker at the Solicitor General. Di ba? So, yung power ni Speaker ay ini-invalid nito. Ini-invalid po ang power ni Speaker dito. Na parang sinabi nila na walang kwenta kayo. Totoo po. Kasi parang sinabi nila na hindi kayo marunong sumunod sa tamang pagpa-file ng impeachment. Na which is, ginawa naman nila eh. Na hindi naman kasi po pwede na lahat ng ibigay mo na impeachment complaint ay i-absorb ni Secretary General. Tandaan niyo po yan. Hindi man tayo expert. Hindi mo pwede tanggapin ni Secretary General yun. Lahat-lahat. Kasi nga, ilalaban mo to sa Senado. Ilalaban mo to sa Senado eh. Magkakaroon kayo ng impeachment court sa Senado. Doon kayo magta-trial. Then kung tinanggap ko yung impeachment complaint mo at mahina, ano pa silbi? Dismiss. Mapapahiya sila. So, inalisan ng Supreme Court dito ng decision making ang House. Inalisan nila. Parang sinabi nilang na mali-mali kayo. Yun po mahirap dito eh. Hindi po nyo pwedeng gawin dito, Supreme Court, na masabihin yung invalid at unconstitutional ang impeachment complaint. Dahil sila ang nagbabalidate niyan. At may karapatan silang mamili kung anong impeachment ang i-file nila para dahil sila rin mismo ang magiging prosecutor para sa impeachment court. Ngayon, kung sasabihin nyo unconstitutional to, may mag-file na lang yan. Then 1 year na naman tayong ban. Kasi nga, pag may nag-file, parang pinaparating nyo, pag nag-file, kailangan kagad kay speaker kahit mahina. Nakakabobo yun.
Only requires an opportunity to be heard. It is up to the respondent to weigh this fundamental right and opt to present.
Tsaka, matagdag ko lang Supreme Court. Kung old school way kayo Supreme Court, tandaan nyo, Supreme Court, high-tech na ngayon. Bawal na ang kampiyan ngayon. Pinapaalala ko lang, Supreme Court, ha. Noong mga nakaraang mga dekada, masyado kayong makapangyarihan sa mga desisyon. Pero ngayon, matalino na. Matalino na ang tao. At sa ginawa nyong to, walang nakita ang talino sa inyo. Dahil kayo ang supreme law of the land, Supreme Court. Pero hindi nyo hinayaan ang demokrasya. Hindi nyo pinakita ang pagiging patas nyo dito. Magalit na kayo kung magalit, Supreme Court. Sensitive pa naman kayo. Bakit tinakpan nyo ang investigasyon? Alam nyo rin naman biglang ng Supreme Power of the Land. Alam nyo naman ang proseso ng impeachment. Hindi naman convicted kagad yan. Dadaan tayo sa trial. Bakit ininto nyo yung trial? Bakit ininto nyo yung transparency? Kayo ang Supreme Law of the Land. Bakit hindi nyo nangayaan? It is what it is. Bakit hindi nyo inayaan yung bola na gumulong? Hanggang saan ba mapapadpad yan? Masushoot ba? or mapapasa, hayaan nyo na lang sana. Kaso, kasama kayo sa brumaso. Anong klaseng batas meron tayo sa Pilipinas niyan? Anong klase? Anong klase tayo nito? Saan tayo dadamputin nito? Eh kung hindi pumayag yung Kongreso, anong mangyayari? Kung hindi pumayag ang Kongreso, oh, yan ang problema. Paano mo ngayon, ayan po yung sinabi natin nun, paano mo ngayon makaka-counter ang Supreme Court? Oh, paano mo makaka-counter? Oh, sa tingin mo, tama yung decision nilang ganito? Sa tingin nyo, tama yung decision na ganito? Na sinasabi mo, unconstitutional, so magiging reference to ng mga senador. Ang reference nito, sabihin nito, as per Supreme Court, unconstitutional ng impeachment, so must be dismissed. Wala na. Oh, nasa yung katotohanan, Supreme Court. Yan ang sinasabi namin eh. Dapat naging instrumento kayo ng transparency. Naging instrumento kayo ng system. Naging instrumento kayo ng accountability. Dapat ganun eh. Dapat naging instrumento kayo, Supreme Court. Pero dito, hindi kayo naging instrumento ng accountability. Ang ginawa nyo, pinagulo nyo lalo. Dapat nag-moderator na lang kayo. Dapat naging, di ba? Dapat doon kayo sa safe place. At ang safe place dito ay ituloy natin ang impeachment dahil pag tinuloy natin ang impeachment, malalaman lang naman natin kung guilty or not guilty. Yun yung pinaka-safest way na dapat ginawa nyo. Hindi yung hinarang nyo, dumagdag pa kayo. Diba? Dumagdag pa kayo sa galit ng taong bayan. Dinagdagan nyo ng lalo yung galit ng taong bayan ito. Eh, paano kung di pumayag yung Kongreso? Nagkaputa-puta na tayo lahat.
Abay malupit.
Salamat kayo na araw ha.
Present his or her evidence at the Senate trial. And B. Make the articles of impeachment with its accompanying evidence and the comment of the respondent available to all members of the House of Representatives. It is the House, not 1/3 of the House, that has the sole prerogative to initiate impeachment complaints. Thus, there must be some modicum of deliberations so that each member representing their constituents can be heard and thus convince others of their position. The transmittal will only take place upon the qualified vote of 1/3 of the House. We quote from the final note of the unanimous decision. It is not our duty to favor any political result. Ours is to ensure that politics are framed within the rule of just law. We cannot concede the sobriety of fairness inherent in due process of law to the passions of a political moment. Our fundamental law is clear. The end does not justify the means. We understand our history. We have learned that in the past, momentary desires to do what is convenient and concede means to ends have inadvertently created precedents that weaken the succor of law for those who dissent, or those at our society's margins, or those who may have fallen out of grace from the powers that be. We have learned that the clash of political interests in the past, often disguised by noble intentions, has obscured the need to address the real problems of corruption, inequality, poverty, and disempowerment faced by our people. We will not allow that to happen again. We will not hesitate to declare what is legal, just, and right for our people.
Hindi, parang pinapalabas ng Supreme Court na hindi na daw nila hayaan maulit-uli yung pagkakasama nito ng political issue. Hindi naman political issue to eh. Diba? Hindi naman political issue to eh. Lahat ng way, lahat ng option, lahat ng leeway binigay kay Sara para mag-explain. Diba? Pakinggan nyo lang ulit ha.
Of corruption, inequality, poverty, and disempowerment faced by our people. We will not allow that to happen again. We will not hesitate to declare what is legal, just, and right for our people. There is a right way to do the right thing at the right time.
Diba? Parang sinasabi nila na masyadong politically motivated.
This is what the rule of just law means. This is what fairness or due process of law means, even for impeachment. End of quote. The Supreme Court's ruling is immediately executory. It shall be deemed served on the petitioners and released upon publication in the Supreme Court website and receipt of the parties of their digital copy in accordance with the guidelines on the transition to electronic filing in the Supreme Court. We urge everyone to read the full text of the decision and the concurring opinions. Thank you very much.
Hi, Attorney. Muna na ako. Adrian Ayaling po, ABS-CBN.
Hi, Adrian.
So, sa madaling sabi, wala pong magaganap na impeachment trial ngayon. Hindi pwedeng mag-hold ng impeachment trial ang Senado.
Well, the court said that the House complaint versus the VP is unconstitutional and null and void, and therefore the Senate did not acquire jurisdiction to convene as an impeachment court.
Paano yun? Eh kung ayaw nila kayo sundin, parehas lang kayo eh. Oh. Eh paano yun kung ayaw nila kayo sundin? Eh kung nanindigan yung kongreso na valid yung ginawa nila, equal lang kayo eh. Pero mo no, nakakabobo to eh. Hindi pa tayo nagsisimula sa trial. Diba? Hindi pa tayo nagsisimula sa trial. Inalisan ng Supreme Court ng transparency and accountability. Na marinig ng taong bayan to. Anong nangyari?
What the fuck?
Akala yata ng Supreme Court, isang araw lang to nangyari. Hello, Supreme Court. Dumaan po tayo sa napakaraming hearing, napakaraming kaartiyan, napakaraming pag-iintay para sa eksplenasyon. Hindi niyo ba nakita yon?
Wala kang puso, hayop ka!
Hindi niyo ba naisip yon? Ha? Na sinasabihin niyo unconstitutional ang pagpa-file? Ano yun? Tama si Alex. Hayaan na muna natin nakawan ulit tayo ng 1 year. Oh, tangina.
What the fuck?
Hanggang until February 6, 2026 na hindi pwede.
The February 6, 2026, that's the due date. I mean, that's the date until when another complaint can be filed
Okay.
or initiated.
Oh, February 6 pa tayo, magpa-file 2026. Antindi talaga, men. Antindi. Grabe. Grabe po.
And wala na pong pwedeng magawa ang House of Representatives, as you said, immediately executory.
It's immediately executory, but they always have the option to file a motion for reconsideration.
Thank you, Attorney.
Wala na. Pag nag-file ka ng motion reconsideration, anong gagawin ng Supreme Court? 1 year. 1 year nila ilalabas yun. Posible 2 years.
What the fuck?
Magka-file ka ba ng motion for reconsideration kung i-delay din ng Supreme Court?
Wala kang puso, hayop ka!
Ha? Magpa-file pa ba ang House niyan sa tingin nyo? Kung i-delay din ng impeachment ng Supreme Court yan? Maniwala kang bibilisan nila desisyon dyan. I-delay nila yan. Ba't ka ba magpa-file ng motion of reconsideration dyan?
Wala kang puso, hayop ka!
Grabing sobre na puti ni Sarah. Saan sa napupunta?
Pagaling mo si BBM? No joke.
Grabe to ang ginawa nyo, Supreme Court. Ginulo nyo ang udikatura ng bansa. Wala na. Ano pa maaasahan namin mga ordinaryong mamamayan sa inyo? Ha? Ano pang maaasahan namin sa inyo? Kung ganito na naman tayo. Putik nagbabanta sa presidente. Ano ba to? Grabe naman. Anong klase? Alam nyo, hindi tayo nalulungkot kasi dito sa impeachment. Marami pa tayong opsyon. Pero hindi naman natin nahayaan. Nagaganituin tayo, mga ordinaryong mamamayan. Na parang wala na tayong karapatang malaman ng lahat. Babaraan nila sa Senado, babaraan sa Ombudsman, babaraan sa Supreme Court. Ano naman kami, kawawa naman kami mga mamamayan. Kawawa naman kami, pag may power, kaya niyong tulungan. Putang ina naman yan, oh. Putang, nakakapagmura ka talaga ng putang inang nyo, eh.
Ikaw talaga.
Guo 出席习近平。
Di ba? Sorry talaga, ah. Sorry po, medyo mainit ulo ko ngayon. Kasi bilang tayo, ordinaryong mamamayan, ang liit ng opsyon. Mas maliit pa sa butas ng karayom bago tayo makakamit ng hustisya sa putang inang bansan to. Di ba? Tayo mismo. Yung butas ng karayom, palitin mo pa. Ganun tayo makakuha ng putang inang hustisya dito. Tapos makikita mo yung mayayaman, binabaraan sa ombudsman. Bawal nyo makita yung salin nila. Makikita mo sa Senado, i-dismiss nyo yan. Hindi pwede yan. Tropa namin yan. Sa Supreme Court, unconstitutional yan. Eh putik ko, ikaw ordinaryo kang tao. Ikaw ordinaryong tao na ikaw ang mismong minomolestya ng putang inang gobyerno na to na puro ka tax. Konting mali mo lang. Diba? Ikukulong ka na. Tapos, pagkulong mo, after 20 years, sasabihin wala kang kasalanan. May mga kamag-anak akong ganyan na pagbintangan na kesyo kasama sa krimen. Tapos after 20 years, dahil wala mga pang-abogado, sinagaan, hanggang sa nakatapos yung anak, tsaka lang nakapag-abogado. Doon lang sila nakakuha ng abogado dahil wala silang pera noon. Nagtapos yung anak, tinatak niya sa sarili niya at sa puso niya, magtatapos ako, palalayain ko yung tatay kong walang kasalanan. Nakapag-abogado, after 10 years, nakapagtapos yung anak. Binigyan ng abogado yung ama. After 10 years again, napalaya, walang kasalanan. Ganyan ang putang inang batas. Ha? Ganyan dito sa Pinas. Ha? Oh, hindi makakalaya yung kamag-anak ko na yun kung hindi nagtapos yung anak niya at nagkapera para sa pang-abogado. Tapos itong mga hayop na to, ha? Itong mga hayop na to, nagpapakasasa sa pera natin, 150 million, abogado. Oh, saan nila nakukuha yan? Sinong binubobo nyo? Ganun talaga? Brasuan, makapangyarihan, ligtas, sa anumang batas, putang inang bansa.
Attorney, Ben Punta po sa Philippine News Agency. To clarify lang, it was a unanimous decision. There was no division among the justices. Don't you know?
It's a unanimous decision, although there were two justices who did not vote.
Maybe no, the two justices who did not vote.
Yes, so that's Justice Benjamin Codiwa, he inhibited, and there's Justice Maria Philomena Singh, who was on leave.
Hi ma'am, Salima Refran of GMA. Ma'am, para po mas maintindihan ng publiko, ano po yung naging dahilan ng Korte Suprema kung bakit nga po naging null and void ito nga pong articles of impeachment at hindi po dapat matuloy ito nga pong impeachment trial laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte?
Well, number one, it said that the articles of impeachment, which was the fourth complaint, violated the 1-year period ban because there were 3 complaints that came ahead of it. And although Congress was able to include it in the order of business, it did not refer it to the proper committee within the 3 days because they had to adjourn. So the Supreme Court said that they archived it, and as a result, it was terminated, therefore deemed it dismissed. So the 1-year ban will start or count from the time it was dismissed.
Kita mo ang dahilan? Napakalalim ng dahilan nila, no? Napakalalim ng dahilan nila. Napakalalim napakalalim ng dahilan, no? Oh, dinismiss yung tatlo, so 1 year ban na.
What the fuck?
Ayun lang yung dahilan niya. Ulitin ko po sa inyo, para malinaw.
It said that the articles of impeachment, which was the fourth complaint, violated the 1-year period ban.
Oh, violated daw yung February. Kasi yung December na pinail, kung na-dismiss daw yon, yung February, dapat 1 year ban na. So, December na ulit dapat mag-file. Eh, yun sinasabi natin eh. Eh, anyone na lang pala, pwede na mag-file. Oh. Bawal na pala sabihin kung malakas o magiging lalaban yung impeachment complaint. Bawal mong sabihin na ganun. Kailangan, pag may nag-file, ganun na. Inalisan nila ng karapatan si Secgen at si House Speaker. Inalisan nila ng karapatan at kapangyarihan ng decision making. Diba?
Because there were 3 complaints that came ahead of it. And although Congress was able to include it in the order of business, it did not refer it to the proper committee within the 3 days because they
Oh, hindi daw ni-refer sa proper committee within 3 days. Hindi daw ni-refer sa proper... Kung i-refer mo kasi sa proper committee yon, magiging counted na yon. Tandaan natin yon. Ano ba naman yan? Pag ni-refer natin sa committee yung counted na yon. Kahit mahina yung impeachment complaint na pinail nung una, counted na yon. Yan ang gusto nung explain ng Supreme. Hindi, dapat daw pag pinasa mo, i-refer mo na sa Committee on Justice. Eh, di magiging counted na yung kahit mahina. Sus mio! Napakahina noon. Article 1 and 2 yata yung pinail ng akbayan. Napakahina. Ngayon yung 4th impeachment, Article 1 to 7. Pinagsama-samang buo. Pinutol-putol kasi nung 1, 2, 3. Ngayon, ginawa, pinagsama-sama lahat. Yung sa akbayan yata, 1 and 2 lang. Oh, kung pinasa yun, mahina. Oh, bawal na ba pag-aralan muna? Inalisan nyo ng kapangyarihan si Secgen. Tsaka si Speaker.
So the Supreme Court said that they archived it, and as a result, it was terminated, therefore deemed dismissed. So the 1-year ban will start or count from the time it was dismissed.
Oh.
So the fourth complaint would not have.
Oh, kita mo? The 1-year ban, kung dinismiss nyo yung tatlo, 1-year ban na. Ganun nilang kababaw yung dahilan. Pag dinismiss mo yung tatlo, 1-year ban na. So, anyone can file impeachment. Ganun gusto palabasin ng Supreme Court. Anyone can file impeachment. Then, wala nang pakialam kung malakas o mahina. Kasi totoo po. 'Di ba? Ang 1 year, ang first impeachment, napakahina. Ilang articles lang. Gayon din sa Article 2, ay impeachment 2 and 3. Wala, nandun mo kay mama. 'Di ba?
Been transmitted to the Senate.
Tapos, ma'am, meron din pong sinabi yung korte tungkol po dun sa hindi nito ina-absuelto.
Yes.
Tama. Pwede pong pakiulit yun and pakipaliwanag yung parte pong yan.
So the court is okay. The court said it is not absolving Vice President Duterte from any of the charges against her. So that means, again, hindi siya absolved from any of the charges. But any complaint for impeachment against her can only be filed by Feb 6, 2026 onwards.
Kumbaga, pwede pa rin humarap.
Pwede pa rin.
Hi, Attorney Michael Flores of Reuters.
Hi.
Attorney, just to clarify, no, so essentially the decision acts on a procedural flow on the part of the House of Representatives in initiating the complaint, and it does not really act on the merits or the grounds that were cited in the articles of impeachment. Because he also said that the decision does not absolve the Vice President of the charges that are lodged against her.
Yes, so the decision does not delve into the merits of the impeachment complaints against the VP, but rather it just said that the impeachment complaint that was transmitted to the Senate was void for being contrary to the 1-year ban, and that it violated the due process rights of the baby.
And in terms of way forward, when, for example, the House of Representatives invoke their independence as a co-equal and independent branch of government, how is the court planning to weigh on a possible constitutional crisis should they defy this order of the court and invoke their independence as a co-equal branch of government?
Well, right now we cannot answer hypothetical questions such as that, but I am confident that the House and the Senate will respect the decision of the Supreme Court.
Thank you.
With your indulgence po sa tanong ko. Pag ganun ba ma'am, there was a grave abuse of discretion on the part of the Congress, which is a co-equal branch of the Supreme Court of Judicial Branch.
Yes, so under the 1987 Constitution, the Supreme Court was granted the authority to determine whether there is grave abuse of discretion with any part of the government, including co-equal branches.
Nako po. Ay, ma'am, Pinay Belgian vlog, thank you po. Ayan. Ayan na po, nangyari. Nagkaputa-puta na. Wala na po. Hindi naman binasura ang impeachment. Di ba? Pinatay.
What the fuck?
Yan po ang mahirap eh. Ayan po ang mahirap dito sa bansa natin talaga eh. Ayan po ang mahirap na na parang ang Korte Suprema imbis na makuha na natin ng maging instrument sila of accountability and transparency, sila po ang naging instrumento ngayon ng pagtatakip sa katotohanan.
What the fuck?
Diba? Napaka na po nangyayari sa bansa natin. Kung ganito po nangyayari sa bansa natin, tandaan nyo po, ang implikasyon nito sa mga ordinaryong tao na katulad natin, ay paano na? Paano na po ang ordinaryong taong katulad natin? Diba? Paano na tayo? Kung ganyan at ganyan na ang makapangyarihan, lagi na lang pinagbibigyan, mga hayop ay lagi na lang nakakawala sa hawla nila para manakmal at kumain ng pera ng taong bayan.